Hello students, welcome back to the chapter Relations and Functions, CET classes and Geometry classes. Now see the next problem is for real number x and y, define a relation R. How it is x is related to y if and only if x minus y plus root 2 an irrational number. So what is given the condition is if x minus y plus root 2 an irrational, then the pair x comma y is in the relation. X is related to y. Now what you can say about this relation? Reflexive, symmetric and transitive. See here, first I am checking reflexive. So reflexive I am taking. See here, for the reflexive I will take 1, 1, 2, 2 like that only. In the ordered pairs, both numbers should be same. Like that only I have to choose. Because what is the definition of reflexive is A comma A belongs to R. For all A belongs to the given set. Whatever the set is A. You can take A comma A, B comma B, C comma C like that only. So that's why you have to take 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, like 3 comma 3 or 100 comma 100 like that. So suppose here I am taking 1 comma 1. Or you can take x comma x, y comma y also. No issues. 1 comma 1 I am taking. This is x, this is 1. Just substitute. That is 1 minus 1 x minus y. 1 minus 1 plus root 2. Now what is the answer? 1 get cancelled. That is root 2. Now root 2 is rational or irrational? It is irrational. Root 2 is irrational. What is the condition is irrational? We got irrational. So R is reflexive. Therefore R is reflexive. You can take 2 comma 2 also. If you take 2 comma 2 also, 2 minus 2 cancel. 3 comma 3, 3 minus 3 cancel. You take any ordered pair which is belongs to reflexive. That is always irrational. So it is reflexive here. Next, what about the symmetric? Symmetric. See here. Previously I gave that is x minus y plus root 2 is irrational. X minus y plus root 2. This equation, or in place of x, y I am taking, minus in place of y is x I am taking. These two equations are same or not? These both are not same. Suppose if you have a plus means they are same. But here x minus y minus x both are different. So when these two are not same, it is not symmetric. That you can say. Or if you want example, means see. Here I am taking root 2 comma 1 I am taking. Root 2 comma 1 belongs to R. That means here, substitute. This is x, this is 1. X minus 1, that is root 2 minus 1 plus root 2. How much it is? Root 2 plus root 2, 2 root 2 minus 1. So 2 root 2 minus 1 is irrational. It is clear. Now I have to check the reverse. This is A comma B. I took. Which is possible I have to take. Next I have to check B comma A. That is 1 comma root 2. 1 comma root 2 I have to check. This is x. This is 1. Now substitute. X minus y. Condition is x minus y plus root 2. So 1 minus root 2 plus root 2. So root 2 get cancelled. 1. So this one is irrational, not irrational. When it is not irrational, this 1 comma root 2 not belongs to 1. When it is not belongs to means it is not symmetric. So by example you can solve this one. Otherwise directly you can say in place of x is y, in place of y is x. X minus y plus root 2, y minus x plus root 2. Both are not symmetric. It is not symmetric. That's it. Now what about the transitive? See here, transitive. I will take two ordered pairs. It is root 2 comma 1. Next 1 comma 2 root 2. 1 comma 2 root 2. These are possible. Both are possible. So these are the order pairs, that is root 2 comma 1, 1 comma 2 root 2. If you want, you can check that one. These two satisfy this condition. These both satisfy this condition. If you want, you can check. So if you want, you can check here. Root 2 comma 1, that is root 2 minus 1 plus root 2. X minus y plus root 2. This is x, this is y. That is root 2 minus 1 plus root 2. So how much it is? 2 root 2 minus 1. Yes, it is. It is irrational. Next, what about this one? 1 comma 2 root 2. 1 x minus 1. This is x, this is y. 1 minus 2 root 2 plus root 2. X minus y plus root 2. 1 minus 2 root 2 plus root 2. So 1 minus 2 root 2 plus root 2. Minus 2. 1 minus root 2 also. It is irrational. Now this is AB, this is BC. AB, BC. Now I will check A comma C. So what is A comma C? Root 2 comma 2 root 2. Then replace root 2. This is x, this is y. X minus y. Root 2 minus 2 root 2 plus root 2. So root 2 plus root 2, 2 root 2. 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2, 0. Now 0 is not irrational. 0 is not irrational. When it is irrational, then condition satisfied. But it is not irrational. Not irrational is not transitive. Therefore, only it is reflexive only. Not symmetric, not transitive, not equivalence. Suppose in the options it doesn't give equivalence, not given equivalence. Then go to check these remaining two. Because at the starting only we got reflexive. You can take this one automatically. But here the given is equivalence. Equivalence means reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So and one more here. One more here, simple logic here. Here no need to check transitive also. Because first you check this one, reflexive here. Okay? Next one is not symmetric. Not symmetric means automatically not equivalence. Not equivalence. So it is one choice. Answer is only one. In CET, answer is only one. One answer is there. One answer questions these are. So already got the answer. That is reflexive. No need to go for transitive. So that is the time saving factor. So how to time save that one? First find the reflexive or not, check that one. Later it is when you got the not symmetric, automatically it is not equivalence. So already you got reflexive. So that is the correct answer. Or if you want you can check, means you can check like this. Next, come to this one. Which of the following is an elementary symmetric functions of x1, x2, x3, x4? See here, suppose n value 1. 1 means one function I will take, that is x1. How many symmetric functions you can form by using x1? Only one. That is x1 only. Only one. If n equal to 2, that is x1 comma x2 I am taking. Now symmetric functions are two symmetric functions we can form by using x1 x2. That is x1 plus x2 and x1 into x2. x1 into x2. That means how many? Two symmetric functions. If you take 1 means that is one function. If you take 2 means two symmetric functions. Suppose I am taking n equal to 3. x1 comma x2 comma x3. So how many symmetric functions we can form? 3 symmetric functions we can form. So what are they? x1 plus x2 plus x3 addition. Next, take 2 that is x1 x2 plus x2 x3 plus x3 x1. Next, take 3 that is x1 x2 x3. Total how many? 3 symmetric functions. Suppose, but here what is saying? 4 symmetric functions. So by using 4 elements, that is n equal to 4. x1, x2, x3, x4. So first one is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. Clear? Next, take 2, x1, x2. Next with 1 I am starting. x1, x3 plus x1, x4. With 1 complete. With 2, x2, x3 plus x2, x4. With 2 complete. Next with 3, x3, x4. Next, what about next one? Take 3, x1, x2, x3. That means I am missing which one? x4. Later I will miss x3. Later x2. Later x1. That is x1, x2, x4 that I am missing here, x3. Next plus x1, x3, x4. Here I am missing x2. Later finally I am missing x1, x2, x3, x4. Next and finally last one is x1 into x2 into x3 into x4. These are how many? 4 symmetric functions. Okay. Now here, how many given? 4 given for x1, x2, x3, x4. Now, in the 4 options, which one belongs to elementary symmetric functions for 4? See here, this one. x1, x2, x1, x3, x1, x4, x2, x3, x2, x4 plus x3, x4. That is the answer. So these are the problems in functions. Next, I will discuss about, these are the problems for relations topic. These are problems for relations. And next I will give introduction for functions. See, the next topic is functions. So what is meant by a function? This topic already we have in first PC also. So what is meant by a function? When you can say a relation is a function. See here, capital A and B are the two sets. I am taking the relation from A to B. I am taking the relation from A to B. When you can say the relation as a function, means every element of A has unique image, that means only one image in B, then we can say that relation is function. See here, this is A, this is B. I am taking the mapping here. Now see here in the first set, how many elements are there? 3 elements, that is A, B, C. In the B also 5, 6, 3. These are the three elements. So here every element is in the mapping. Clear? First condition is every element of A should be in the mapping. That is clear. Next one is every element should have only one image in B. See here, for A how many images are there? 5, that is only one image. For B how many images are there? 6, that is only one image. For C how many images are there? Only one, that is 6. So it is a function. So F is function. So when you say it is F is a function, these first elements are called domain, and the entire set B, the whole set B is called codomain. And next, the set of elements which are in relation with the elements of A, which are related, that one called range. Here 5, 6, 3 is the codomain, and 5, 6 are in relation. So these 5, 6 are range. So what is the domain? Is ABC. Codomain is 5, 6, 3. Either in the relation or not in the relation. Doesn't matter. Entire set B is called codomain. So in the B, which are in the relation? That are range. Now see, this is A, this is B. A, B, 5, 6. Is this function? No, because what I said here, first one is in the set A, every element is in the mapping. Yes, A, B have the mapping clear. Next, every element should have only one image. But here, for A, how many images are there? 2 images, 5 as well as 6. For A, there are 2 images. That's why it is not functional. So, when you can say relations function, every element of set A should have only one image or unique image in set B. Then you can say it is functional. So here it is not functional. Okay. So it is the function definition. Already you got in first year. So in first year, types of functions you got. What are the types of main functions? Identity function. Next, modulus function, greatest integer function, and polynomial function. So these are the type you got. So it is belongs to first year. And the domain range also you got. Now I am discussing about the second year. So already all of you know these are called, it is not function. 5, 6 are called images of ABC. Images of ABC. So these ABC are called pre-images of 5, 6. So these 5, 6 are called images. These ABC are called pre-images. Okay, it is clear. Now, come to the second topic. Types of functions. First one is 1 function. It is called, another name is injection or injective. Okay. Now see, what is the 1 function? What about the 1 function? When you can say a function from A to B is 1 means different elements of A should have different images. Different elements of A should have different images. Then we can say it is 1 function. See here example. Suppose I am taking mapping like this. This is A, this is B, it is a function. Now, can you say this function as 1, 1? No, we can't say. What I said here, 1, 1 means different elements should have different images. But here, 5, 6 has same image 3. 5, 6 has same image 3. That's why it is not 1, 1 function. It is not 1. Suppose I am taking one more example. See, in the set A, which elements we have? That is A, B function. Now, 1, the image of 1 is 5, the image of 2 is 6, the image of 3 also 6. Here, 2 elements, that is 2, 3 have same images, that is 6. Now it is function or not? It is not, sorry, it is 1, 1 or not? It is not 1, 1 function. Because condition is different elements should have different images. How it will be? It will be now see, the image of 1 is A, the image of 2 is B, the image of 3 is C. Different elements have different images. So it is function. F is not function, it is 1, 1 function. F is 1. This F is not 1. See here. Here we have to observe one thing. Here, n of A, number of elements in A are how many? 3. N of B is how many? 2. So which is more? N of A elements are more. Remember this one. When N of A elements are more, then number of 1, 1 functions are 0. Now it is not 1, 1. When it is not 1, 1, number of 1, 1 functions are 0. Suppose here there is no 3 here. Now is it is 1, 1? Yes, it is 1, 1. So here n of A is 2, n of B also 2. When both are equal, it is 1, 1. That means n of n, that is when n of A equal to n of B, then we can form 1, 1 functions. Next, I am taking this one. Is it is 1, 1? Yes. Here, n of A is 2, n of A is 2, n of B is 3. That means n of number of elements in A is less than of number of elements in B. Then also it is 1, 1. So in this case also we can form 1, 1 functions, and in this case also we can form 1, 1 functions. That is, when n of A is less than or equal to n of B, then we can form 1, 1 functions. So when n of A greater than of n of B, then number of 1, 1 functions are 0. So what to understand here? Am I writing clearly? And before that one, before going to 1, 1, number of functions, what is the form? Generally, functions, number of functions are n of B whole power n of E. That is a form, direct formula. Already got it first sheet. Number of functions from A to B. Number of functions from A to B is n of B whole power n of E. That is clear. Leave it. Now see. Number of 1, 1 functions. Number of 1, 1 functions. N of B, P, N of A. N of B means number of elements in B. N of A means number of elements in A. P means permutations. P means here permutations. So N of B, P, N of A. That is the number of 1, 1 functions. Now, 2B 1, 1. The function f from A to B should be 1, 1. Means, what is the condition? Condition is N of A is less than or equal to N of B. Condition for 1, 1. Condition for that f is 1, 1 is N of A less than or equal to N of B compulsory. Then only number of 1, 1 functions you can get. Number of elements of A should be less than or equal to of N of B. Then only 1, 1 functions you can form. Suppose if N of A is greater than of N of B, number of elements in A are more than of number of elements in B, then 1, 1 functions are 0. Careful here. When N of A greater than of N of B, number of elements are more than of number of elements in B, then 1, 1 functions are 0. Because what is our condition is N of A less than or equal to N of B compulsory. If it fails means number of 1, 1 functions are 0. That is about 1, 1 functions are injection or injected. Next, what about the and one more? Suppose the function is not 1, 1. Function is not 1, 1. What we can say? When the function is not 1, 1, that one is called many one. Many one means not 1, 1. Which is not 1, 1, that is many one. Next, come to onto function. Suggestion. Now, see f from A to B function taken. When you can say this function is onto, means every element of B should have pre-image with at least one element of A. Every element of B should have pre-image with at least one element of set A. That means simple here, simple thing. In the B, every element should be in the mapping. That's it. In the second set, in the B, every element should be in the mapping. If you leave one element also, it is not onto. Every element should be in the mapping. Then it is onto. Directly. See here, example. See here. Is it is onto? It is A, it is B, or I am taking one more also here. 7. See here, it is A, it is B. In the A, which elements we have 5, 6, 8. In the B, 2, 7. Is it is onto or not? Yes, it is onto. It is onto. Because in the B, how many elements are there? 2 elements are there. That is 2, 7. These 2 elements have mapping with at least one element of set A. If you leave one element also here, it is not onto. So it is onto. Suppose here See carefully here. I'm taking mapping, suppose here like this. See here. Yes, it is on. It is not on because in the B, how many elements we have? That is 3 elements I have. So out of 3 elements, I left 1 element without mapping. There is no mapping for 7 in the set of B. That's why it is not onto. So what is the onto main criteria is? Every element of B should have the mapping. But here there is no mapping for 7. So it is not onto, clear. So is it possible to make this one onto? See here. It is not onto, clear. It is not onto because there is no mapping for 7. Is it possible this mapping to make as onto? Check once. I want to make this is onto means I want to make a mapping with 7 with at least 1 element of this one. Suppose if I make mapping here like this, can you say is it onto? No, it is not onto. It is not function also. It is not function also. What is the function means? Every element of set A should have only 1 image, but here one has 2 images. That's why it is not function at the starting. That's why we can't map in here. We can't map here. We can map here also because 2 has 2 images. It is not function. If when it is not function, then how can you define onto? To define onto, it should be a function. So it is not possible to make onto also. So here we can't get onto functions. In which case, n of A is how much here? 2. N of B is 3. When n of A is less than of n of B, n of A is less than of n of B, then onto functions is 0. We can't form onto functions. When number of elements in A are less than of n of B, then onto functions are not possible. When it is possible, when n of A is greater than or equal to n of B. Condition, what is the condition is? N of A, number of elements in A are more than or equal to of n of B, then only onto functions possible. Otherwise, if n of A is less than of n of B, n of A is less than of n of B, then number of onto functions are 0. Number of onto functions are 0. Here, where n of A greater than n of B, number of elements of A are more than number of elements of B, then one of the functions are 0. Here, when number of elements in B are more, number of elements of B are more than of A, then onto functions are 0. So, a function to be 1, 1 means what is the condition? N of A less than or equal to n of B. A function to be onto n of A is greater than or equal to n of B. See the difference. That is the condition for 1, 1 and onto. And the number of 1 functions are n of B, P, n of A. Now here, what about the number of onto functions? Suppose here, in the A, there are n elements. In the B, there are 2 elements. In the A, n elements are there. In the B, 2 elements are there. Number of onto functions are 2 power n minus 2. Reading again. Number of onto functions equal to 2 power n minus 2. 2 power n minus 2. When in A there are n elements, in B there are 2 elements, then number of onto functions are 2 power n minus 2. This minus 2 for not for n. 2 power n minus 2, not 2 power n minus 2. These both are not same. 2 power n minus 2 is different. I am writing here 2 power n minus 2. Clear? Next, suppose here in the A there are r elements. Number of A's are n of B. Number of elements in B are n. Number of elements in A are r small r. Number of B elements are small n. That means n number of elements are there. Now number of onto functions equal to n power r minus nc1 into n minus 1 into whole power r. Alternative, first plus, next minus, next plus nc2 into n minus 2 into whole power r. Next plus is the next minus nc3 into n minus 3 into whole power r plus and so on. These are the number of onto functions. So it is the 1 1 and onto. Next, one more is there. When a function is both 1 1 and onto, it is called bijective or bijection. When a function is both 1 1 and onto, it is bijective or bijection. Now, what is the condition bijection is here? Example: A, B. Is it is 1 1? Yes. Different elements have different elements. Is it is onto? Yes. Every element of B is in the mapping. Yes. It is onto also. So when it is 1 1 and onto, it is bijective. So if you observe here, how many elements in the A? 3. How many elements in the B? 3. So that is n of A equal to n of B. The condition for bijection is n of A equal to n of B. Okay. Now in the n of A, n of B, there are n elements. How many elements are there? 3 elements, 4 elements, like that. Number of bijective functions are equal to n factorial. Here how many elements are there? N of A, n of B, both are same. 3 elements are there. So number of bijective functions are 3 factorial. Suppose if you have 4 means 4 factorial. That is n factorial. Number of bijective functions are n factorial. So it is 1 1 onto and bijective. And it is the introduction for functions. Now see here, one more point here. What about the inverse? When inverse will be exist for a function, means inverse should be exist, means it should be bijective. Inverse should be exist means it should be bijective. When it is bijective, the function is both 1 1 and onto. So when the function is both 1 1 and onto, then it is bijective. When it is bijective, it is inverse exists. Then we can find inverse. Suppose a function is not 1 1. The function is not 1 1. Then is this bijective? No. When it is not bijective, inverse does not exist. Inverse does not exist means we cannot find inverse. In the same way, if a function is 1 1 but not onto, so it is not bijective. Not bijective means inverse does not exist. So we can't find inverse of the function. So to find the inverse of the function, first inverse should be exist. That means it should be bijective. That means it should be 1 1 and onto both. That is the inverse. Okay. So it is the introduction for functions. In the next class, I will discuss about some problems based on the topic functions. Thank you.